Jenny Tobin, and I am going to be the guest obstacle course coach here at Camp Rhino. I'll be teaching 6-week classes specifically about obstacle course racing. So I started obstacle course racing back in 2011, and I got on the starting line with all these men bare-chested, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm in the wrong race. I'm not sure about this, but I started and it went uphill the very first, half mile, and I found myself in second place. I only had to do one set of burpees and ended up third overall. There was one more guy that passed me, so I was the first female, but third overall. So I decided that maybe these were good for me and that maybe I could win $10,000 at the Spartan World Championships. So I went to Texas, which was where the first Spartan World Championships were held. I ended up winning the 2011 World Championships. This year and last year I won the Spartan Masters World Championships. So I'm the 2014 and 2015 Spartan Masters World Champion. So toughness to get through an obstacle, over an obstacle, whatever it is, it's so important. And I think our lives are so much like that too, that if you can't face an obstacle and overcome it, just think about how hard it is for some people. So I think if you come to one of my Spartan classes, I think you're going to get a lot of different things. One, you'll learn some special techniques on a lot of the obstacles that I've learned, how to go through the fastest, or to lift the fastest, or pull the fastest. So you'll definitely learn some special techniques, the best way to get through an obstacle. And then I think that another thing you'll get from me is I think you'll get tough. Whether you're fit or you're not fit, it's still a hard obstacle to get through. And like for me, it's different because I'm trying to get through it fast. Somebody like you're just trying to get through it. Mm-hmm. But the outcome is still the same. We're going to get through it. It's something that's in our way, but we will conquer. And so I have a shoulder that pops out periodically, which I'm going to have to get operated on. But the first major sort of obstacle at the World Championships this year was the monkey bars. And I think I could have gotten through them, except for that we were all sort of bunched up, and there was somebody that was in front of me that wasn't going, and so I had to hang and stop and lost my momentum, and my shoulder went out. And so I'm standing there, trying to relax and get it to go back in. And, if you get any medical help, if somebody touches you, you're done. You can't finish the race. And so one of my friends is one of the officials, and he's concerned for me because I'm screaming, and he's like, "Jenny, are you okay? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, don't touch me, don't touch me." So after that, I got to the swim, and swimming's one of my fortes, coming from triathlon as a background. But I wasn't used to swimming with a life jacket. So I started out great and was catching people, and then I thought, I'm going to flip over onto my back and do a little backstroke, thinking that might alleviate the choking of myself from the life jacket. So I flipped over onto my back, and I did one backstroke, elementary backstroke, and my shoulder popped out. I knew I wouldn't drown because I had the life jacket on, but I'm trying to get my shoulder to relax so that it'll go back in, but I can't get it to relax because I'm in 48-degree water. So I just stayed on my back and just one-armed it and kicked and got out. And right before the finish, there was a traverse wall, and I knew that my shoulder went out a lot on the traverse wall because that's kind of been my nemesis for it going out. And I made it across, and I was ringing the bell, and so I went out like that to ring the bell. Got the bell, but my shoulder went out at the same time. So if you come to my class, you don't have to be an elite athlete. Just because I am an elite athlete does not mean that you have to. Doesn't mean that I have just a class full of ultra uber athletes. It's open for everybody, and you're going to get something out of it. And even if you are an elite athlete or just somebody who's a beginner, obstacle course racer, you're going to get something from my class. I teach elementary PE to kindergarten through 6th grade, and I have to tell them that one of my rules is that you do your best. And my best looks different than yours, but that you always go in and whatever it is that we're doing that day, that you try, never give up, and that you give it your all and give it your best. And that's one of the things that I know Camp Rhino's famous for, because we are all Rhino tough here. But I think for me, I think you will get that toughness, not only physical toughness, but I think mental toughness. And I think that's what separates Camp Rhino from a lot of other gyms, is that mental aspect of training. So I think that's what you'll get when you come to one of my classes.